So logging back in, and those school lanterns actually sold. 2.2 mil is more than good enough profit for us, and more than over mid price as well, considering like what we bought that lantern for. Rather than just cash out at 1 mil, we held our price at 2.2 mil, and they all sold. Like, it's only been a couple of days, and they've all sold as a group, which is pretty huge to be fair, and pretty big chunk of profit, and I weren't expecting them to go that quick. So what I'm going to go and do, I still have 17 of them to shift. I just need to go and do the bigger bars. I'm going to go and do that. And what I'm thinking is throw them in for a high price, maybe go for like 2.8, 2.9, 3 mil, and then just get rid and move on from that. Another good thing we've done, we have finally finished all our incense sticks. So I'm going to go and check the margin for that. Throw it in at a slightly high price, and then basically just log off for a couple of days or go and do some other stuff. And hopefully they will sell as well, which that'll be a pretty big thing if we can get rid of these. Again, they're selling for mid-price, so let's see if we can get 2287 just for another few mil. The Atlanta dimes, we can put them in as well. I basically bought these. I can't remember why, but I'm not doing any more incense sticks. That's enough for us to do for a little while. Okay, guys, I'll instant sell. Managed to pick up these random potions as well. Really, really cheap. Which pretty much puts us at a prayer potion for like under 3k. So I'm going to buy some snake grass, just so we've got enough. How many do we buy? I bought 10k. I'm going to actually put a little offer in for a little bit more, just because they are so cheap. At absolute worst case, we can just sell them for a flip, and we'll still make something like 10-15 mil off it, even if we go like low price. But I'll start stocking up on snake grass just so if when we finally decide to get to it, we can just go and do some herb lore. But for the next little bit, we'll go and make those better bars as well at the ritual site, and then hopefully by the time we sell them, we can throw them in, leave them to go and exchange for a little bit longer at a high price, and make some money off them. So I've been doing a little bit of herb mod for my reap task, and basically because we need plates. We need plates from grade level 80, and they're not really coming very quick. We're currently up to 120 Hermod kills, and we've only got 7 plates, which, I don't know, it feels a little bit under the rate. And especially like with this account in this build, I struggle with Hermod, just because the kills are long. I do bank after every kill. I've not got persistent rage, I've not got anything like that. Because I can't charge adrenaline at like war, I can't go in and do like death skulls straight off the bat and stuff. So I do struggle a little bit with Hermod, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. Maybe we'll look at buying ourselves like a God Book. The Book of Jazz is cheap. Wen Book isn't like overly expensive. And I think I'm going to be using them for all forms of combat going forward anyway. So maybe that's an investment going to look at. Now, something which did happen yesterday, which was pretty big moves. So I sold all of my school lanterns, which we showed yesterday. I did the rest of the school lanterns and threw them in for another 500k each, because these pretty much instant sold for the next morning. So I thought, you know what, I'll put the rest in for a high price, and they instant sold as well. So we kind of, don't get me wrong, we still made, like here, we made about 1.2 mil, 1.7 mil per lantern, but we could definitely make some more. So the fact we managed to pick one up for a mil just after bonus XP wasn't the actual price, we just got a low sell, so that was worth doing. We've now finished the Lantern Diamond Incense sticks as well, so they've been cashed out. So for the ones we sold yesterday, 54 mil from that. For ones we sold for a slightly higher price, 2.7 mil each, which is actually pretty good. I don't think I sold it for much higher when we did it a couple of months ago, so I could possibly like really slow sell towards 3 mil, which would be even more profit. Again, like, I'm buying the school lanterns for this. Even with the bars and stuff, I don't think I'm spending much more than a mil just upgrading the school lantern. So to sell them for 2.7 mil, it's just easy money. And we'll have this offer in for a couple of days. Hopefully it'll fill in by. We've bought the snake grass just so we've got it, just in case we want to do some herb lore. We've managed to pick these random potions up for a stupidly cheap price. Like, for a prayer potion, I'm making like 3k a prayer potion. That's without any of the portable well stuff and stuff like that. So that's fair if we want it. Or I could flip it and just make 20 mil just from potions. And that's underselling it below the mid as well. So we've pretty much got it for half price. So even if I sell it for 4.2k, that's still 20 mil we've made just from buying something on the Grand Exchange. And then finally, the Lantern Dime sticks sold for a little bit over mid. I was thinking about this earlier on. I'm pretty sure for Lantern Dime sticks, herb, ashes, and stick, we were probably like 9k for that. So we've made a decent chunk of money there as well. And it's weird really, because like the account actually has some change now. We've got some money. Not only that as well, we've also got the 5k summoning supplies. And we've also got the 20k Dragonstones. Like, we started to chip away making the Dragonstone necklaces with a bit of AFK time. So yeah, we've coined it in a little bit, and I think we've got like the wealth evaluator as well. We basically made 100 mil just from like cycling through the Landstime sticks, the extra GP from doing the buying those Ranal potions, and also from doing the school lanterns. So I'm going to throw that buy offer in again. Let's see if that works again. And what I'll be doing with a little bit of AFK and downtime as well, I'm just going to be stocking up on these bars. So at least when we do make the lanterns, we can get them made straight away, get them selling on the gun exchange, and just keep that rolling a bit more. Every time I've done this method, I've not lost, and I've made huge profit doing it. So I think I'm just going to start prepping my account to do it. After we've done all these Dragonstones, these are the first things I want to do first. These are going to be making us something like 60, 80 mil. And probably get us a crafting level or two as well. But yeah, 600 mil. Huge amount of cash. And we've now got a big cash stack. One thing I've been looking at, and I've been debating it for a while, is going for the Hydrix upgrades. So the Bruise of Gods is big. Really big. But I think I'll earn that much just from, especially just doing fletching. Like, fletching will pay for this in like 8 hours just doing Onyx Bolts. So maybe I'll look at doing Onyx Bolts, which are going to be slower than doing like darts and broads and god arrows, and just do it so I can just make myself a Bruise for Gods. That's a real big debate. And then also the Grace of the Elves, which I think I'm going to buy anyway because I just refuse to do archaeology like without a Grace of the Elves because it's just so good. I'm not taking a full Invo Porters, I'm just going to take Grace of the Elves. And the way I've sort of said to myself, like, get the Grace of the Elves is because we did downgrade the Luck for Dwarves to a Fortunate Ring because that's all we really need. I think that's worth it. Like, we're going to go for a Grace of the Elves instead. Once we wield that Grace of the Elves, though, it does become untradeable. So, yeah. But in the meantime, for the rest of today, pretty much, I'm going to be going to do some more Hermod. Working on defense, getting it to level 90. Now, I do need to get an awful lot of Hermodic plates, which is what's basically ruining my life. We've only got 2, and I think for like level 80, it's got to be like 10 plates we've got to get, which not good. It's not good. We're down bad. So we'll just keep trying. Maybe just do a couple of kills a day. Maybe just do a Reaper task a day of Hermod, and then hopefully we'll just chip away in the meantime. But yeah, got plenty of stuff to do. I've got 10k prayer potions, 5k summoning potions, and I've got all that dragon stones. So I've got plenty of AFK stuff to do. And yeah, we're moving good. I'm happy with the account. I'm happy how we're going. We can actually collect our monthly job, to be fair. Yeah, we're doing all right, which is nice. We've actually got a decent promo. Actually, we've got loot rooms. So let's while we're here, let's do a couple of keys. Oh, I should have gone for the Phoenix one. Got chests. No, convert. Those Wicked Hood teleports are decent. Actually, they're really good. Right, so maybe we'll be able to sell those Lava Strike ones. Maybe it'll be a little bit of GP. What am I putting my lamps in nowadays? I actually don't know. Maybe Invention. Again, like, there's still so much admin. The break I took on this account is just done me over because there's so much admin I've got to do on the account to catch up, but there's so many stuff I want to do. Like, the Hermodic Plates is just like a side project to me. It's just something we're doing on the side. I want to go and get questing. Like, one of the big quests I want to get done as soon as is Smoking Kills. So Smoking Kills basically means then I can just go and do Slayer, do some Slayer videos, and just get training, just doing something different. Now, I need to do Little Helper, which I have a bad feeling is going to list even more quests. Gertrude's Cat, Diamond in the Rough. That's fine. Diamond in the Rough is going to be all the early Al-Kharid quests, isn't it? Okay, not too bad. Okay, so Smoking Kills is only a couple of quests. So maybe we'll do that this weekend or we'll get it done soon. But then what we can do, we can actually do mid and low tier Slayer. And then we'll do some mid and low tier Slayer guides, some videos. We'll do some Slayer episodes where we just go and just do Slayer tasks. And unlock some pretty decent content, to be fair. But that's going to be the end of this video. I know it's only sort of been like a day or two of progress, but like we've chalked up 100 mil of GP. We've actually got some levels. We're moving on with combat now as well, so next episode should be full of plenty of combat. Not only that, I think it's time we maybe sort of broaden out and go and do a little bit of a God Wars trip as well. So I need to buy a couple of items for that, gear up ready for that as well. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Still plenty more videos coming on this account. We're pretty much caught up with everything I needed to. Bonus XP is done. We've now got like our money makers and AFKs established. So the money maker is going to be those school lanterns. As and when they buy, we'll just sell. The AFK is going to be the potion. The AFK is going to be the Dragonstone necklaces, and our little additional money makers are going to be those Herblore potions, which are pretty bulletproof, and I don't think I'm going to lose money on them either way. And that will give us a little bit, maybe even like get us towards 99 herb, you know, which again is really, really nice. But next video, like I said, permanent kills, maybe a bit of God Wars, maybe the start of Slayer if I do get those quests done, but they've got to be done before we can move. Quests are really where this account is lacking and needs to catch up. So you might get a couple of quest playthroughs for the next couple of episodes, but I'll try and like give it enough variety of like maybe go and do a God Wars trip or some Slayer tasks, or just updates on skilling just so we can do that. But that's been the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.